Hey, it's Christian with St. Augustine TV. And this is the first of a series, Musicians and Artist Spotlight. And I'm sitting down today with Alex Peramas.
Howdy.
Alex, you probably don't know this, but you are a part of a number of firsts for me in St. Augustine. You helped me get my first job. You were technically my boss for like 6 months.
Really weird, yeah.
You were a part of my first business transaction. You bought my RV from me.
Right. I've had a lot of firsts, yeah.
And now you are my first musician spotlight on St. Augustine TV YouTube channel.
I like this trend. It's a good trend. It's a good trend.
So let's get right to it. For people who may not know you, how did you first get started in music here in St. Augustine?
Let's see. I think it was after working so many different jobs, jumping through so many different hoops, and realizing that I was making other people a lot more happier than myself. I was like, let me try to do the one thing I want to do and try music. So my buddy Daniel was a drummer out here at the time, and he needed a roommate. I had just left a 2-year job working as a mortgage corrections officer at Bank of America, and I said, please let me live with you and let me try and figure out how to get into the scene. So it was through him kind of that he brought me into it, and I started just kind of going out and getting to know everybody, and slowly made some connections and learning a billion songs to have enough for a set, and it started there. So just a want to do something that I wanted to do.
Yeah, I remember when I was working with you, it was kind of what I called a bum job, but it was a cool job over at Governor's House, and we were kind of manning an exhibition over there, and it was cool. But you obviously wanted to do something else, and I remember you had a handle or maybe an email address, and it was like a life of music for me. So here you are. It's kind of amazing, you know?
Oh, be careful what you wish for.
Whoa, hey, little buddy.
What's up? Yeah. Not yet. And squirrel. What's the question?
You know what? You play both solo and in bands. I think you play in at least 2 bands. You know, how does your approach change depending on whether you're leading or you're collaborating?
When I'm collaborating, I'm constantly listening. I think that's such a huge and important factor when working with so many other different personalities and just sounds. It's just, okay, you know, like Ringo Starr, everyone's like, oh, he's such a great drummer, and then people are like, he doesn't really do that much, and he's like, that's the beauty of it. He just does enough to where it just fits the song. And so collaborating, I love doing that, because then I can just fit the song, and it's fun to play with other people. Versus solo, it's kind of read the room and kind of try and engage people and make a whole collaborative situation with the audience, you know, and however that comes out, whether it's a terrible joke or taking requests or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
so,
right on.
Yeah.
St. Augustine has a unique music scene in that, you know, a lot of musicians can come here and actually make a living playing music. You know, what's your favorite part about playing music here in St. Augustine?
Let's see, the free drinks are a blast. No, I'm kidding. I'd say the community. The community is great. It's really supportive. I've heard like from other people that go to like Nashville or other places, it's very cutthroat, which obviously that's, you know, how that goes over there. But here it feels really communal. If you can't do a gig, you know, you always got somebody to call on and they'll show up for you, or vice versa. People that come out and that are like fans or whatnot, and I like the community the most about what we have going on here, and it doesn't feel like cutthroat or competitive like that.
So if you had to describe your sound to someone who's never heard you before, how would you describe it?
I like to think of it as kind of soulful meets the 80s a little bit. There's a lot of 80s influence. If we're talking about like my original music. If you see me kind of out doing like cover gigs, I like a lot of like singer-songwriter Americana music, and then depending on which band I'm playing with, that's a whole different like genre with that.
Yeah, your sound's kind of unique. I almost feel like I detect a little disco type influence in there, and like a little funk, and
yes, disco, funk, soul, indie, psychedelic kind of. If I could put a bow on it and call it that, yeah.
So, who were some of your biggest influences growing up?
Michael Jackson, like just hands down, absolutely, yeah. And I mean, from there, just anything. I have a song, and like one of the lines is something about like my mother's radio, and it's just like that, everything that she played, like just Delilah After Dark, all the 80s hits, like the 90s stuff, like just being a little kid in the backseat and just like, oh, these synths and everything sound so big and cool. And I like a lot of pop too, like just like, even like Backstreet Boys stuff that's just like the ear hook that just stays in your ear, you know. So like combination of that, 80s and pop.
All right, so let's go into fantasy land. If you could put together like your dream jam session with three musicians, alive or dead, who's up on stage with you?
I don't know, David Bowie, Michael Jackson, and Prince. Is that too much? I feel like that's too much.
Perfect.
Oh my God! Look at that! Oh my God! What's up, guys? What's up, y'all? You just hugged me already. Thank you. That's so much.
All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Do you have a favorite venue in town that you like playing, or do you have? I mean, I is that too political?
By contractual agreement, I'm going to say Pierre's Pub. Love Stogie's as well. Let's see, Prohibition Kitchen's great. And those are kind of the main cornerstones of the place that we play. Tradewinds is fun too. You know, we get in there every once in a while. Spencer's has been a new one as of lately too. It's a cool new spot. I have the Sing Out Loud showcase going on there, so I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, a lot of little things are popping up too, so I'm kind of always just open-minded about what. Every place is a different vibe, you know, a different kind of personality to it too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love Spencer Abbott's. So, all right, what's the strangest request you've ever gotten up on stage?
What rated thing are we having here? How rated are we going? Strangest thing?
Whatever's the strangest thing.
You know what? Funny enough, it wasn't a request, but just something that happened. Like 2 years ago, Leon Bridges was playing at the amphitheater, and I was playing at Oddbirds, and just jokingly, I was telling the crowd, you know what? Let's manifest Leon Bridges coming, walking through that door, yada yada. 45 minutes later, like the girls that were just kind of hanging around in front dancing and singing, they just whip out their phones and they're like, oh my God! I thought one of their friends was showing up they hadn't seen in a while. And all of a sudden Leon Bridges just strolls in and I'm like, that's Leon Bridges. And he just hung out at Oddbirds while I was playing. I went, bought him a drink, and I was like, hey, if you want to come up and play, you're more than welcome to. He said, I wouldn't even know what to do with that thing. And then 30 minutes later, he's just standing right where I'm playing, and I'm like, okay, I know what that means. So I took off the guitar and just gave it to him. So it was less of a request and more of just a opportunity that happened on stage. That was really cool.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
So, quick choice. Would you rather play a daytime festival or a packed late-night gig downtown?
Oh, I think it just depends on the mood. If it's a daytime festival, I'm guessing that's probably an original thing, and that's my goal, is just push the original music. So I'm going to lean more towards that. Late night packed venues are fun, but I'm getting older and I'm also getting tired all the time, so I'm like, I need my rest. Yeah.
You recently played with a band on a cruise ship.
Yes, the AC Power Unit. We've done 3 contracts with Virgin Voyages.
How is that?
Amazing. I mean, it's a workcation. They take care of us very well. We get paid and we get flown to just be a party band on a boat for a month. And we get to get off and get tanned and fed, and we're treated very well. So it's a fun little workcation, is what I call it.
So if somebody's new to your music, what's the best song or performance for them to start with?
I had the amazing opportunity to open up for the Wallflowers last year at the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, and it was an all original set. I had a full band and everything. And so that's on YouTube. I uploaded it. It's a 5-song set or 6-song set, and I would just direct them there and just let them know that's who I am. That's what I've written and what I sound like.
But your helping hand in this world now is needed more than your dollar status quo could ever show. All I am saying, you want more than you ain't and grow.
So that's the next question. How do people find you online?
AlexisPeramas.com, or just type in Alexis Peramas, Peramas, into Google.
What do you want people to feel like when they leave one of your shows? What's
My motivation all the time is I want people to move, to dance, to kind of let loose, have fun. I try to infuse my lyrics and my message with love and just positivity in general, and just a general sense of just feeling better about themselves or their day. They can escape for a little bit and I can make them feel, lighter. That's a win for me.
All right, well, it's September in St. Augustine, which means Sing Out Loud is in town, and not to mention the weather's cooling down, thank goodness.
Yes.
And you do have a showcase coming up. Do you want to tell folks when that showcase is and where it is?
Yes, it's September 20th, Spinster Abbott's, 7:30, full band. I've got a saxophone player, and it'll be all original music, and it's gonna be a blast. Just come on in, come on through.
Well, Alex, I want to thank you for being with us today, for once again being another first for me here in St. Augustine.
Yes, yeah.
And I like that. Much love, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Everybody in town appreciates what you do, so
I appreciate
keep
that.
doing it, man.
Thank you for doing this, and let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and you like and subscribe, and for more original St. Augustine content.